Dennis Weaver was born on June 4, 1924, in Joplin, Missouri, to a modest family. His early years were defined by a passion for sports, particularly track and field. Weaver's athleticism was evident from a young age, excelling in decathlon and other events. His remarkable ability earned him a scholarship to the University of Oklahoma, where he aimed to pursue a professional career in athletics. However, Weaver's life took a different turn when World War II broke out. Like many young men of his generation, he enlisted to serve his country, putting his athletic dreams on hold. After completing his military service, he returned to college, where he continued competing in sports. But he soon realized that his true passion lay elsewhere: acting. The shift from sports to acting. While still in college, Weaver discovered his love for acting. He found the thrill of performing, embracing new characters and telling stories through the stage far more captivating than anything he had experienced in athletics. Encouraged by his professors, he made the bold decision to abandon his sports aspirations in favor of pursuing a career in acting. He moved to New York City to train at the prestigious Actors Studio, immersing himself in the world of theater and film. The competition was fierce, and early on, Weaver struggled to land steady work, taking on odd jobs while waiting for his big break. His persistence eventually paid off when he landed a role in a television series that would change his life. Breakthrough role in Gunsmoke. Dennis Weaver's big break came when he was cast as Chester Goode in the popular Western television series Gunsmoke. Chester was a loyal, good-hearted deputy who worked alongside Marshal Matt Dillon, played by James Arness. What made Weaver's portrayal of Chester stand out was his distinctive limp and earnest personality, which endeared the character to millions of viewers. He brought warmth and depth to the role, and his chemistry with Arness was a key factor in the show's success. Over the years, Gunsmoke became one of the longest-running and most beloved westerns in television history, with Chester becoming one of the most iconic sidekicks in TV history. The decision to leave Gunsmoke. After nearly a decade of playing Chester, Dennis Weaver made the surprising decision to leave Gunsmoke. This move shocked fans, as the role had become so synonymous with Weaver's name. While there was no major conflict or controversy behind his departure, the decision stemmed from a personal desire to grow and take on new challenges. Weaver felt that his portrayal of Chester had reached its limits and that it was time to explore other opportunities. His departure from Gunsmoke marked the beginning of a new chapter in his career, one that would see him take on more diverse roles and prove his versatility as an actor. Career after Gunsmoke. Leaving Gunsmoke allowed Dennis Weaver to reinvent himself and showcase his range as an actor. One of his first major post-Gunsmoke projects was the TV series Gentle Ben, in which he played Tom Wedlow, a wildlife officer in the Florida Everglades. The show, which focused on the strong family dynamic between Wedlow and his son, as well as the unusual bond between a boy and a bear, allowed Weaver to explore a different side of his acting abilities. However, Weaver's most notable post-Gunsmoke role came in the 1970s with McCloud, a crime drama series where he played Deputy Marshal Sam McCloud. The show was a major success, running for 7 seasons, and Weaver's performance earned him critical acclaim for his portrayal of a cowboy lawman in the heart of New York City. McCloud, and a successful career reinvention McCloud, was a turning point in Dennis Weaver's career. As Sam McCloud, Weaver took on a complex character that blended action, drama, and humor. The role allowed him to showcase his ability to balance tough lawman duties with a unique personal charm. The show's success solidified Weaver's place as a leading man in television, allowing him to step away from the typecasting that often plagued actors who had been associated with long-running roles. McCloud was a hit with audiences, and its success reinforced Weaver's versatility as an actor, proving that he could take on diverse roles and thrive outside of his iconic Gunsmoke character. Overcoming typecasting and continued success. Despite the success of McCloud, Dennis Weaver faced the challenge of typecasting, a common issue for actors who became synonymous with one particular role. After Gunsmoke, many producers struggled to see Weaver in other types of characters, particularly due to his long association with Chester Goode. However, Weaver was determined to break free from the mold and continued to take on a variety of television and film roles throughout the 1980s and 1990s. He appeared in guest spots on popular TV shows and starred in made-for-TV movies, proving that his acting talent extended far beyond the world of westerns and law enforcement dramas. His refusal to be typecast ensured that his career remained active and diverse throughout the decades. Dennis Weaver's personal life and family. Beyond his professional success, Dennis Weaver's personal life was marked by love, resilience, and family values. Shortly after returning from World War II, Weaver married Jerry Stowe, a relationship that would last more than 60 years. Their enduring marriage was a rarity in Hollywood, where many relationships often face strain under the pressures of fame. Together, Weaver and Jerry raised 3 sons, Richard, Robert, and Rustin, and built a life outside the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. The Weavers focused on creating a nurturing environment for their children and found joy in a quieter existence away from the spotlight, emphasizing the importance of family and community. A heartbreaking tragedy. While Dennis Weaver's personal life seemed idyllic, the family was not immune to heartbreak. In 2003, tragedy struck when Weaver's daughter-in-law, Lynn Ann Weaver, was killed in a horrific accident at the Santa Monica Farmers Market. A car driven by an elderly man lost control and plowed into the crowd, taking the lives of 10 people, including Lynn Ann. The unexpected and sudden nature of her death left the Weaver family devastated. For Dennis, this loss was a painful reminder of life's fragility. The grief that followed was overwhelming, but it also served as a testament to the strength and resilience of the Weaver family as they struggled to cope with such a traumatic event. Health challenges and advocacy. In his later years, Dennis Weaver faced health challenges, including a diagnosis of cancer. Despite his illness, he remained optimistic and continued to engage in causes that were close to his heart, particularly environmental activism. Weaver was a passionate advocate for sustainability and alternative energy long before they became mainstream concerns. He founded the Institute of Economics in 1993, an organization dedicated to combining ecology with economics in the pursuit of a sustainable future. Weaver's dedication to environmental causes extended beyond just his advocacy work. He led by example, using alternative fuels for his vehicles and building an eco-friendly home in Colorado called the Earthship. Legacy? As an environmental advocate, Dennis Weaver's environmental activism was one of the lesser-known but profoundly impactful aspects of his life. He campaigned for reduced dependence on fossil fuels, advocating for cleaner energy sources like hydrogen and wind power. His eco-friendly home, built with recycled materials and solar energy, was a model of self-sufficiency and sustainability. Beyond his work with the environment, Weaver also supported animal rights, becoming involved in the Genesis Awards, which honored those who brought attention to animal welfare issues. His commitment to sustainability and ethical living made him a trailblazer in eco-conscious advocacy, and his efforts continue to inspire many who are working toward a more sustainable world. Dennis Weaver's enduring influence. Dennis Weaver passed away on February 24, 2006, at the age of 81, leaving behind a legacy that extended far beyond his acting career. His death was a profound loss to his family, friends, and fans, but his contributions to both television and the environment continue to resonate. From his iconic role as Chester Goode on Gunsmoke to his advocacy for alternative energy, Weaver's impact remains undeniable. His ability to transition from a beloved sidekick to a leading man in McCloud showed his range and talent, while his dedication to environmental causes demonstrated his commitment to making the world a better place. Dennis Weaver's story is not just about an actor leaving a popular show, it's about a man who constantly sought growth, dedicated himself to meaningful causes, and left an enduring legacy in both entertainment and environmental activism.